I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Yeah. Should I style not for you, but it's for me?
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I bet that won't be the last time we see him take a deep shot in this game.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Incomplete on the deep ball.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 76 yards. And the Bears will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So 5 yards here, flag on the play, and that'll make it second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts more than 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Dobbins trying the left side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action now. Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. On 2nd down, here's Petty. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Fields. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man. Complete. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Down to about the 22 here. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
From the 22, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Fields on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. It's a gain of 14, down 2 to 14.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running left, Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now Fields. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Montgomery. A gain of 12 brings up second down at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman, it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 48 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way, and I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the fourth time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching, because typically the teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues for a Lombardi trophy on the line.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 50, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They go play action with Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Following the penalty, Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third and 2, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Curtis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 36 yards. And the Bears are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Penny, the first down carry. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
Fields
timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Curtis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. On first down, it's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And they will take a knee here. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.